Hey, what's going on? I'm Troy Erickson from Email Secrets and the Secrets of Scale podcast. I'm here today to do a student interview with Isaiah Elliott. He has been a member of the Email Secrets Inner Circle for roughly a year, and he's had some major progress just in his life in general and with his skill in email marketing. I just wanted to ask him a few questions because I think it's pretty inspiring. Let him tell his story, and then hopefully you can repeat his success. So, Isaiah, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, man.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about where you were maybe a year or 2 years ago, what you were doing, and how the heck you got into this whole email marketing space.
About a year and a half, it was like last May of 2022. I hopped into a marketing mastermind. And the reason why I did that is kind of out of fear. But I just found out my wife was pregnant. And my business locally, like I lost a third of the income because of the pandemic. So I was like, I got to do something. And so I just thought, hey, I'll take my passion of playing lead guitar and I'll start, doing that online. So I jumped into this marketing program, and in the marketing program, I discovered copywriting. And then my mind was just like, I just loved copywriting. And that's kind of when things started to shift. I decided I didn't want to really teach guitar. I was hating it. And some people in the program were like, hey, you're pretty good at copywriting. Can you write me a sales page? Can you write me some emails? Can you do this? So that's where it started. But I still struggled for like 7 months. So for about 7 months, I was maybe making around around $700 a month, $1,000 a month. But, I loved copywriting. So I was doing all I could to get better, and I was learning as much as I could. But I think I was struggling because I never niched down. And then after, I think it was Justin Goff's email list, talked about the one thing. And then I started watching some of his stuff, and that's how I found you and email copywriting. And so I looked into it, and I just started write more emails and just really developed the love for it because, they're fast, they're easy, and you can turn around and get paid a whole lot quicker than busting your brain trying to write a whole sales page. So that kind of lit me up. And then I started getting, clients. And then around, I think it was the beginning of this year is when I landed my first two big, like more than $1,000 paying clients for doing emails. And I'm like, I can make this work. Like this is a possibility for me. Like I couldn't believe it after so long of practicing and working my butt off. I was fine. I made more money in 2 weeks than I had, 2 months of working at my other job. So I was like, I'm gonna quit, and I'm just gonna go all in. Like I can do this. But I knew that I didn't have all the knowledge and the skills that I needed. So that's when I jumped in Email Masters, because all the questions I had, you had all the information in there, how to build a list, how to segment everything, how to use ActiveCampaign. I was completely a beginner. And then it just, kind of took off from there. I got some coaching for a client who was not really liking my work. So I got some coaching there, and that helped a ton. And then after that, like a few weeks after that, then I landed like my first big retainer client. And so that they loved me, and that was pretty cool. I'm actually still working for them, but that's pretty much the story about how it happened. I would just say it was just all a matter of circumstance, because I had to make it happen. It was necessary for me to make something work. But also I just kind of found copywriting and email copywriting and went all in on it.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing that. And I play guitar too, and I can tell you, like it's fun, but there's just something also about writing emails and like making an impact that just, it's like, and you can earn so much more for yourself. It really feels good. And there's a lot of similarities in like writing like music and also writing copy. It's just like a fun way to like do well for yourself and other people. I just really enjoy it. And if I'm not mistaken, you've had a couple posts in our group You have some pretty high paying clients. If you don't mind sharing like your highest paying one, like whatever that is, and whatever you're currently doing compared to the $700 that you used to be doing.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. My highest paying retainer client is 7,500 a month. And I just write emails for them. And then I just have one other client, and that's project based, but it comes out at about to 6 to 7K a month.
That's amazing, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's basically two clients that pay you 10 times more than you used to make in a month.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like a 20x almost. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And to you, I would imagine that you're probably not working as much as you thought you would have to. Like how many hours do you work per day?
No, yeah, I probably work, I would say an average of 4 to 5 hours, some days, maybe an hour, if it's not very busy, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome too. And it sounds like you have a family and you probably spend a lot more time with them now. And like, so you have one kid or two?
I have one, yeah, a 1-year-old. Well, he's almost one. But yeah, it's been awesome to not have to work full time. I mean, I work at the house. Sometimes I have to get away because I get a little crazy, but I'll go to the coffee shop. I basically work at my house, and I'm able to spend way more time, with my wife and kids. So it's been super nice, especially the first year of having a child. Like I had never had a child before, and it takes a toll. And so I'm just incredibly grateful that I'll have the schedule that allows me to, be there for him and watch him grow up. So it's cool.
That's awesome too. And how old are you, by the way?
I am almost 25, but 24.
That's awesome. So basically you're learning all this at a young age too. Not only are you learning a skill, but you're learning how to like raise a family and do all this together. Like a lot of people don't ever learn how to do that. And it's like the sooner you can learn, it's amazing. And it's awesome to hear that. So when you're not writing and you're not spending time with your family, what else do you enjoy to do when you have all this free time?
Yeah, I mean, free time's hard to come by when you have a kid, but I will say, like, I've been pretty passionate about like exercise and working out. Like I have to do that. I do that early in the morning every single day. I love to lift weights. It just puts me with a better frame of mind, and I write better. I have more creative ideas. I don't know what it is, but just getting out, doing something active and coming back is just, I work faster and have a whole lot more ideas. So I like working out. I like playing guitar. I'm obviously still passionate about that. I've been doing it for almost 15 years now. So it's just a hobby I like doing. And aside from that, not a whole lot else. I'll go snowboarding in the winter and maybe shoot some basketball in the summer. But yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I've been thinking too, at some point, I'm going to have a live event very soon. I've always wanted to like start a band with the other marketing stuff. It just, every once in a while I run into somebody at an event. They're like, oh, you play too? We should jam. We should have this concert. So maybe it'll happen at some point, but you're more than welcome to. So I'll give you the last word. What is one thing that you would tell somebody who was in your position roughly a year ago?
I would say don't quit. That's probably as simple as I can do it. There were so many times that I was like, maybe I'm fooling myself. Like maybe I can't do what these other people are doing. Like maybe making 6 figures on my laptop is just like a pipe dream that's impossible. Like I would have these conversations with my wife, myself all the time, because it just took so long for me to actually like get traction and get higher paying clients. And there could be a million reasons for that, but I think number one is just like acquiring the skill, but also number two, maybe I realized I had some like blocks, like I was blocking my success, sabotaging it a little bit, working with clients who weren't really like willing to pay me what I deserved, those types of things. But I think that was all on me, and I was kind of doing those things to myself. But yeah, I would say just don't quit. Don't give up, because it took me 9 months to land my first, what was it? My first paying client for emails was like $2,500, but it took me 9 months to get paid that much for one project. So I'm just glad I didn't quit. And I'm glad I loved it so much that I just like kept doing it and I believed in it. So yeah, to all the copywriters out there, just really put your focus on getting better at copywriting, delivering as best you can for your clients, and just believe that, you can get to this place. You just don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. If you love copywriting, then just make a decision to do this for the rest of your life. And eventually, I strongly believe that things will work out.
That's so true. And it really does. So thank you for sharing that. For everybody who's watching, Isaiah has put in a lot of hard work to get where he is. But at the same time, having like a group and a mentorship of sorts can get you there a lot faster. And I know he can attest to that. So thanks for being on here, Isaiah. And, if anybody watching is interested and kind of going through the same trainings that Isaiah has, there's some links below this video where you can join the Email Secrets Inner Circle, as well as some other trainings for business owners and people who are just in general interested in email. So Isaiah, thank you for being here, and great job so far, and I'll see you soon.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for having me.